Okay, so here we are at my allotment garden. This is a first year allotment and I'm going to give you a little tour and talk to you about companion planting and mulching and all the things that have made this allotment really cool this year. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my potatoes. Now the plot that I have is very small, so growing loads and loads of potatoes really wasn't going to be a thing for me. So I spent quite a lot of money on buying these potato bags, but actually found, and you can have a look in here, that's an IKEA bag. Okay, so I've planted them in there, and as you can see, they are doing really well, and that's 40p as opposed to £2.99 for a bag. Okay, so companion planted with the potatoes is peas. Now these are Kelvedon Wonder, and as you can see, really there's no netting over them, and the reason for that is because they are hidden. Sun's behind me. They're hidden between potatoes and all our beans. So if you hide your stuff and companion plant them, they're going to be more resistant to everything. Now these peas here actually are not going to be eaten. They're going to be grown on, and I'm going to use the pods for pea shoots, and we'll be able to continue eating those as some greenery through the winter. Okay, so now I've got my bean sticks, and I've grown 5 different varieties of beans, everything from Painted Lady, which is like a runner bean, to Belotti beans, to purple beans. I think I've got some violette there, and I've companion planted them, and you can see I've got beautiful marigolds there, but also interspersed I have nasturtium. What's really interesting is that none of those nasturtium have had any black fly, which is where you sort of plant them, and they have come into crop on their own actually. Yeah, they're all really good. What I've also done is catch cropped, and that was before the beans came up. So here are some Arctic lettuces, and I'm letting them go to seed, and the reason I'm going to do that is so I can make salad greens for free all through the winter. So that's the plan there. Okay, so if we move on a bit, there we have purple sprouting broccoli, and it's got a lot bigger than I thought it would, which is great, but it's outgrown the environment, so that leaves me a problem then with cabbage white, which I have seen flying around us. But what I have done is companion planted these, and I'll go round and you'll be able to have a look at chamomile. That's what I put in there. I think so. Companion plants for purple sprouting broccoli. There's some shadow in there. Are nasturtiums, and look at this, loads and loads of chamomile. Loads and loads of mint. Don't worry about having mint on your allotment. If it starts taking over, just cut it down and you can use it as a mulch for your cabbages. So here we have some very excited and maturing Swiss chard, and with Swiss chard it doesn't really matter if it goes to seed. As you can see, there's some massive leaves that we can still harvest, and as you can see, the seeds, never buy seeds again. So if we go in here, and you'll see these are my Brussels sprouts, got more chamomile. If you have a look in here, look, there's a cauliflower, so I've been told I must cover it up, so I will. These are Brussels sprouts. You can see really healthy plants. I probably need to say at this moment that your soil is everything, and I did dig in 2 tons of manure at the beginning of the year. And what I've also done, if I just go into there, is get some of these leaves out of the way. As you can see, little mulch. Look. See, everything's mulched under there. So we have less weeds, water retentive, complete winner. Okay, so then we've got this little beauty here. Now this is oregano, and it's one of the best companion plants you're ever going to find, and it's like a natural insecticide. It makes everything taste better as well. That's why you companion plant. Don't ever confine your herbs to your herb garden. That's not where they're going to be useful. Okay, so This is my three sisters' bed, and these are my summer squash. As you can see, they've escaped over to next door, so I guess he's going to be excited because he can get some pumpkins. And grown them together like this. So this is the beginning of July, and there's my sweet corn, and again interspersed nasturtium, oregano, basil. We've got basil down here because down here I'm growing edamame beans, which are soybeans, which you get in Japanese restaurants, and we really love them. So when we had the chance to grow them, I think we got them from jungle seeds, so that was really cool. Other things that we've got grown, which are a bit unusual, we've got some, this clover looking stuff is called ochre, and it's like a little yam thing. Okay, so here we have, oh, I'll show you my kale, because that is a little bit spectacular. Okay, so there's my kale. You can see again interspersed with nasturtiums, and look, pile of chamomile in it, and look at the quality of that. You know, there's nothing, not a blemish on it. There's no white fly, no caterpillars have got in, and this is just draped over, and you can't probably see now, but all the bugs get in. The pollination is like really important. Okay, these are my beautiful beetroot. You can see I've grown some different ones here. So it's rainbow beetroot. I've got some golden ones, some purple ones, some stripy ones, and I've been juicing them in the morning in my Vitamix and putting the leaves in as well, so you can use leaves. Oh, this is really cool. There's my carrots. Do you know what? Not done so well. Companion planted, didn't mulch them. I think that might have been the problem. This is my little leek bed, and they're going to be sorting me out over the winter. And now's the time, it's July, now's the time really to start